Hey guys, and welcome back to Pixel Cherry Ninja's channel. This week's ROM hack recommendation is a double whammy. It is Parodius. It's actually called Jikkyou Oshaberi Parodius, which I think is either the third or the fourth game in the series. Now, I found conflicting information online, but I'm going to go with the fourth one as that was what I read on Wikipedia. Now, I love the Parodius series. Now, I'm quite new to this game. I only tried it out recently, and guys, it is fantastic. As wacky as it ever is, there's a choice of, I think, 16 characters, so there's a whole bunch of characters. We'll have a look at most of them, not all of them, because I want you guys to try this game out and test out the characters for yourself and let me know what your favorite character is. But guys, like, this game is nothing short of amazing, and this ROM hack is a double whammy ROM hack. First of all, this is an English translation ROM hack of a Japanese only Super Nintendo game, and the second ROM hack that we're using is an absolute legend in the SNES ROM hacking scene, is Kandowontu, who's been creating lots and lots of FastROMs. At the time of shooting this video, it's somewhere around the 200 number, so if there's games out there and slowdowns bothered you, then definitely check out his FastROMs. I'll leave all his links in the description. The guy is just doing awesome work. Now, I'm not always the biggest fan of these FastROMs because the nostalgia attached to them, and I say this every time we have FastROMs on the channel. If there's nostalgia attached to it, then I kind of like the slowdown of the original version, but I never played this game originally, and guys, the FastROM is fantastic. Like, I played it and I played it a lot, and I actually like almost completed this game in making this video. Like, I just absolutely loved it. The choice of characters you got in here, I really like Vic Viper from the Nemesis games, but you're not limited to that. You've got Twin Bee, you've got like a baby, a cat, you've got like a floating woman, you've just got so much stuff from other Konami games, and even some of the attacks and some of the bullet types are based off different Konami games. Like, guys, this game is nothing short of fantastic. Like, you have to try this out. Now, the original, what I did, I meant to do this video a little while back. The original translation ROM hack is what I tried, and that didn't actually work on the Analogue Pocket. And when I do these ROM hacks where they are playable on the Analogue Pocket, I like to have them playable on the Analogue Pocket. So I decided to do a different video that week. However, when I tried the FastROM, in conjunction with the translated hack, so it was like a double hack, guys. It just worked, and this plays so nice on the Analogue Pocket wherever you want to play it. RetroArch, the MiSTer, it's fantastic. And look at this game. Like, I mean, how crazy does it get? You're floating about, you're like this kind of squid, and you're fighting like a bunch of, I don't know, schoolgirls, cheerleaders, whatever they are, sitting on each other's shoulders, and it is just as wacky as you can get. And this is what I love about Parodius. I love Parodius from the first time I ever played it, which was on the SNES. I'm also looking forward to Hatego releasing Parodius Da, the arcade game, which should be getting released sometime in the future. Not sure exactly when. Maybe by the time you're watching this video, that game is out, and you should enjoy that as well, because that will be out for the MiSTer and the Analogue Pocket and the other supported platforms. But guys, honestly, I can't praise this game enough. Like, the soundtrack for this game is so good. Over here in the UK, I don't know if you guys have seen it, but if you've ever seen adverts for like ladies tampons, like pantyhose, like all of a sudden you've got some crazy adverts out there. All right, before I go back to that story, look at this boss. It's a spaceship with giant boobs. It's holding the boobs and it's just coming for you. You don't know if you want your penguin to motorboat in there, or you just want to get away from them because, hey, these boobs can be harmful. And look, when the little visor comes down on top, it's got the little heart shape on there. But anyway, even when you like take this boss out and just watch, let's see what happens here. Here we go. Okay, right, so the bra is burnt off, the spaceship covers its modesty with its hands and it ducks out. And like, okay, the level designs in this are great. One thing I liked about the Nemesis and the Parodius games, they were kind of like vertically, like the game is a horizontal shooter, but there's like vertical parts to the level as well. And you've got stuff like you're shooting biscuits. Now, when you get to the biscuits, you want to have some kind of spread shot because you can kind of somehow find yourself in a dead end situation. The power-ups that you've got there by picking up those are fired there. I thought it would get rid of the giant wall of biscuits, but it didn't. Okay, going back to that pantyhose story, the tampon story. Do you remember over here in the adverts you would get it where it insinuates that these tampons are so good that once you start using them, you start going crazy. So all of a sudden you get these women that have used this tampon or pantyhose, then all of a sudden they start going rollerblading with Dalmatians. They jump off a plane with a parachute. I even saw one advert where they go into a garage, they get the top of their car chainsawed off so they can turn it into a convertible. And honestly, the music in this game, that's what it makes you sound like. I hope you had a look at all the characters here. There's a vast variety of them, and you've even got a little baby, and I kind of like the baby. His missiles are like homing missiles. Now, generally speaking, there's 2 variations of each character, so even though you've got 16 characters, it's kind of like 8 characters with a variation. Now, if you're new to the Nemesis or the Parodius games, it's got like a power-up system where you collect power-ups, but then you can select them yourself. You can either have the computer do it for you by picking auto mode, but don't pick auto mode. Auto mode is for noobs. I wouldn't even say it's for noobs. This is easy enough to understand. You've got your power-ups listed at the bottom, and there you go. As you collect one, you can get speed up. Now, one thing I always recommend, don't get too many speed ups. I'm usually okay with 1, maximum 2 speed ups. You can actually go too fast in this game. So you get your power-ups, get your lasers, get your options. Now, it's really nice because some of the characters from the other games, their power-ups, or like the options you've got for the power-ups, are kind of more related to their game. I haven't played all the games. Guys, this game, honestly, like if I played any game recently that I loved, it is this game. Like, I want to finish this game. I'm gonna play it tonight after I do this video. If you notice these bombs that are being fired out, they look like the character. I can't remember the character's name, but you know the Legend of Mystical Ninja, when you play 2-player, the other character, or the other character that you pick, because in some of the games you've got a choice of the 2 characters. That's definitely that character's head from what I can see. And hey, if a baby gets killed, send the cat in for revenge. And hey, you've got a cat curled up firing its lasers. Like, how much more can I say about this game? It is just amazing. And guys, try the FastROM version. Unless you've played this and you've got nostalgia for it, kandowontu has done a great job, or he's still doing a great job supporting all of these and bringing all these games with slowdown, well, to be known as FastROMs without the slowdown. I'll leave a Patreon link for him as well. If you're really into the work, you can support him, but he doesn't charge for any of the work. All the FastROMs are free. You can patch them yourselves. I'll leave all the patch files in the description. You can probably find pre-made ones out there online. I can't really tell you where to get them from, but you know, if you have a certain love or a romance with a CD, you might be able to find them somewhere. And the levels are varied, levels are varied, and I love it. Like, look at that, you've got this stuff here. It just looks really nice. It almost looks like out of place. It kind of looks like a PlayStation background as opposed to a SNES one. But again, I just love this game. Like, from the moment I picked it up and played it, I was like, this is fantastic. Now, I did originally play this on normal difficulty, and then I kind of moved over to easy difficulty for the video, and also so I feel like a bit more of a badass. And one thing with all these shoot 'em ups is, you know, when you get power-ups, you feel strong, you feel mighty, you feel great, and then once you die, you pretty much have no power-ups left. This boss here was quite interesting. I kind of fought it, I went in there, but you're going to see what happens once I actually defeat this boss, because it's quite an interesting mechanic. Not a mechanic that I haven't seen in other games, but a mechanic that's interesting in this nonetheless. So in regard to FastROM, so this is from Victor Villela's GitHub. So Victor Villela is an absolute legend in ROM hacking and like just doing SNES stuff in general. Like, I followed some of his stuff over on Twitter, and I think he's the one that initially started Project FastROM, and this is something that kandowontu is working on now as well. So I'm just going to read over here, which is off a Reddit post which kind of links to his GitHub. But Project FastROM aims into optimizing the SNES games originally designed to run under slow ROM 2.68 MHz to FastROM 3.58 MHz. FastROM allows the SNES CPU to read and up codes from the ROM 33.58% faster compared to slow ROM. So guys, like, that's just it in a nutshell. Some games that take advantage of it can run like 10 to 33% faster compared to the original slow ROM version. And don't confuse this with the game speed actually running faster. It's just certain slowdown parts of the game won't slow down. They'll just go. Guys, you have to try this game out. Let me know if you've played this. If you haven't played this, just play this for yourselves. The power-ups in this are wacky. It is just brilliant. And one of the things, one warning that I'll give you, when you're getting bell power-ups and you're trying to change a color, don't focus on that too much, because you'll end up getting shot or bumping into something. Honestly, this is one of my favorite games of all time. Definitely one of the best shooters I've played, and honestly, it looks great on the SNES. So play this wherever you want to play it. I'd recommend playing it on the Analogue Pocket. It plays really, really well, and it looks great on the Analogue Pocket. But play it on your MiSTer, play it on RetroArch. For the point of this video, I was out, I wasn't near my MiSTer, I didn't have my Analogue Pocket with me, and I shot this video on RetroArch. But guys, that's really it for this video. If you do enjoy the content, then a subscription and a like is super appreciated. Go check out kandowontu's Patreon. You can get the patches there from free, so you don't have to subscribe. But, you know, if you're in a financial position where you can, and this is something that you like, then yeah, go ahead and do so. If not, the patches are available free, so do check them out. But guys, that's it for this week's ROM hack recommendation, one that honestly I really do like. Anyway, this is Pixel Cherry Ninja out.